Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Last time, we blew up the Albed home using this airship. We also got access to this airship, though we can't control it quite yet. And after talking to Sid at the end of the last episode, we need to go and explore the ship and talk to some people.
Kimari, never forget the Albed sacrifice.
Yeah.
We owe our lives to the Albed.
Even though they
However,
kidnapped
no matter
you.
how they beg, we cannot quit our pilgrimage.
Even though you'll die?
I've known since I was a child. My will is set. If I do not do it, someone else must, you understand.
So yeah, they've set their sights on it. They know that their sacrifice is going to happen. They're willing to do that for the greater good of the rest of the people. You know, we want to get that calm, get rid of sin, so that people can actually spend a night in their own beds without being afraid.
Hey, I'm not looking forward to my brother dying when this is all over. If only there was some way of doing it without anyone dying.
Let's think of one.
Easier said than done.
Apparently.
If we had all the time in the world, yeah, we'd think of something. And while we were thinking, sin would kill us all. Spira doesn't have that time. The Albed caught up to us in Besaid. They grabbed Passe, so we had to do what they said. We needed a break anyway. Passe was pretty tired. He should never have come on the pilgrimage. Little kid like that.
Yeah, apparently he's still
he does
nodding
pretty
off.
good for his size. He's gonna be something someday. Hey, you know where this ship's headed?
Not yet.
Let him rest.
Yeah, he's kind of sleeping there.
Let him sleep, man.
Okay, I want to talk to you.
I'm amazed this thing can fly, truly. It must be sacrilege to think so highly of a machina. I feel uneasy just riding it.
You seemed
Sure
excited
it's not motion
a
sickness?
second ago.
Motion sickness. What infirmity is that?
But
As soon as we land, we continue the pilgrimage.
yeah, the summoners are very selfless people. They're sacrificing their whole lives just so that, you know, that they can make things better for everyone else. All the Albed's psychs have escaped harm. Isn't that great? Hello. Nimruk. Unfortunately, he is assigned to 22 games. Now, I've had this in the past where right off the bat I'll play a couple of games and he'll be signed, you know, he won't be signed to all that many games. Now, the one way you can try and get him through so that he loses all those games so you can sign him to play Blitzball is to play exhibition games, because those games and then just forfeit right away, and you can do that 21 times, save, and then wait. The thing is, they can either choose to re-sign the player as his contract is due, or they can let him go. But the thing is, you're going to have to pay the salary for all of your teammates during that time as well. So it's not a cheap process, but it's something we might consider. And then my other friend over here, he's only got 8 games, but I definitely want to pick up him. He is going to be my my right forward for pretty much the rest of the game when I start to do some Blitzball later on. Okay, sorry, I got pulled away for a sec there. So yeah, these guys were involved in the whole thing at Luca there, and they were the ones that were trying to kidnap Yuna, and they did it to protect her. So now they actually explained why. It's not like they needed us to throw the game. Well, yeah, they could have annihilated us, as we saw later on. Okay, so they want to blitz to improve everyone's mood. And what about you? Come back here. This sphere is not a Jex sphere or anything like that. It's another Albed compilation sphere if you're interested in that. There's another Blitzball player, by the way. Yeah, another one. There's only 2 that I'm interested. 1, the goalie, and 2, my right forward. Ah, it's Rin. How's it going, Rin?
Well, well. It appears you too have escaped harm.
You were on the ship too?
I
He
came
is
from
on
home
the
to
ship.
pick up some goods and found myself here. Quite the escape.
Yeah.
Thankfully, my goods were spared. Please let me know if you need any of my wares.
Well, we do want to pick up, let's see here. I want to pick up a weapon for Orin there, just so that I have something that's non-elemental, because I used all of the shimmering blades I had before for elemental weapons. He's the only one who doesn't have a non-elemental weapon, and that's something you will want going forward. But do note, his prices are a little bit higher.
Thank you. Your patronage is very much appreciated.
Than standard.
All proceeds will go to help restore home.
Oh, well, isn't that nice of you?
How is your progress with our language?
Not too bad, actually.
None too shabby. Check this out. Hela du Sadwi.
Just repeating what I've said is not talking now. But your pronunciation's quite passable. You've been studying, I see.
Yep, I've found
May
books
I
all
help
over
you?
the place. But yeah, his prices aren't improved by that much, you know, only 5%, but 5% is 5%, so I wouldn't buy a whole whack ton of stuff from him. I do note that we have access to distillers now, and these are normally 100 gil a piece, and what they do is you use the item on, it's just a normal item, use it on an enemy, and then instead of dropping whatever they normally drop, they will drop a power sphere, or a mana sphere, speed sphere, or ability sphere. The ability ones, not particularly useful, but the speed, mana, and power ones we will be using extensively if we do any post-game stuff.
Thank you. Your patronage is very much appreciated.
If you don't have any, make sure you buy, you know, maybe 10 antidotes and softs just in case for an upcoming situation. What are you guys up to? Oh, this. Okay.
Look, I'm really tired. Leave me.
All right.
If it's not an emergency, would you mind leaving?
All right. I'm out.
Okay.
Wait!
Bipolar
There's
much?
Something I want to ask you. What would you think if I said I was giving up my pilgrimage?
Now, pretty much every time I've done this, I've always said, sure, sounds good, because she seems so down in the dumps, I just want to be nice to her. And so I've seen that particular scene where I think you go back to Kilika or something like that, or maybe that's in 10-2. Anyway, there's a scene later on that you get with her. I don't think you get an item for it, but I'm going to be an asshole this time around, because I think there's another scene where you'll actually run into her later on in your quest. And I don't think I've ever seen that scene before. So that's
Show
what I'm
some
going to say.
sympathy.
Nah.
Oh, like all the sympathy you showed me first time we met.
Yeah.
You're right. Quitting now would be sort of anticlimactic, no? Tell Yuna something, would you? Tell her she still has a rival. Me.
Good
Tell her
to
she'd
know.
better do her best or be bested.
Sure thing.
You'll tell her, won't you?
All right.
Thanks for the company. I feel so much better now.
Somehow I have a hard time believing you. There's a number of people in here. Yep. Rebuild home. All about rebuilding. Alright. Can you move, please? I want to look at the kid that's on the ground there. Come on, move. You're just going to stand there? There we go. I wanted to be able to see what this kid looked like, because I was thinking it might have looked like somebody from 10-2, but no, not really. Alright. The healing in. Do we get an item right now, or is it later? Seen it before. In the temple in Baj. Baj is actually the name of the temple we were at before, the underwater area, where Titus was trying to light a fire at the very start of the game. But yeah, I guess we saw him before. One of these guys will give us an item, though I just don't remember when. I'm guessing it's later. Yeah, that's the one guy that says we got it from the ocean floor, and that's the implication that it was what they were getting before. There might be someone else that says something about it, but I don't really recall. I think the trigger to advance the scene is either just leaving the room or talking to Donna, but I'm not 100, or maybe these guys, maybe you have to talk to both the summoners, I'm not sure. But once you go talk to a bunch of people...
After rescuing Yuna, then what?
Things continue here.
You want to keep her safe, correct? Would you seek to stop her pilgrimage?
Of course! If she continues this fool pilgrimage, she will die. Sure as if you killed her yourself. No harebrained law or teaching could send my little niece to her death. When I save her, I'll make her give up being a summoner quicker than a desert melts ice.
Even against her will?
Better than a dog's death. And I'll take down anyone who don't agree!
You're very set in your ways, aren't you?
You are the captain.
Good! Then it's settled.
I reserve the right to change my mind later.
Legiuni atran bem kuneshka? Legiuni...
Sometimes she'll speak to you in El Bed, and sometimes she won't.
Let him say what he wants. Let him...
Okay. Pretty much what I thought.
He called Yuna his, niece, right? I mean, so that makes her Al Bed, right?
Yeah!
Don't say it. Yuna's Yuna, right?
And that's what we tried to say earlier with Riku.
Yuna's Yuna, right?
This time, Yuna was so close that he had to basically, oh crap, I can't do it now, but...
No matter what happens, Yuna won't give up her pilgrimage.
With Riku, he's not quite so nice.
First, we rescue Yuna. Let's show him what we got.
Sure thing.
Vitran! For Yuna!
Once you're ready,
Frana!
we found Yuna. I will show you, huh? What are you gonna show us?
Yuna!
Huh? Oh, a shotgun wedding. Joy.
Where was that?
The palace of St. Bevelle, heart of Yevon.
Oh, joy.
Gramps, let's move!
Easy, kiddo. Bevelle's defenses are top-notch.
What's the matter, Gramps? You scared? Yuna's there, so we go and get her!
Yeah, sounds like the plan for
And
pretty much
that's
every
all.
other JRPG.
You got guts?
Not a lot of brain.
Halloween could do Bevelle. Fib, kabat, iret!
Luca!
Whoa. Falls down on his ass.
It'll take a while to get to Bevelle. Meanwhile,
We prepare for battle!
Sounds like a plan. I'm not going to do any sphere gridding now. I probably won't until quite a bit later.
they grabbed Yuna back in the Sanubia Desert. One of the Grotto squads that attacked home found her.
So there we go.
What's Seymour doing alive?
Oh, right. I kind of
Didn't we
completely
take care of him
went
in
past that.
Makalania?
He is dead as Jiskel was.
So,
His attachment to this world kept him from the next.
Whoa, scary.
so he was so evil that he couldn't die? Is that basically your explanation there?
Yuna must be trying to send him.
That would make sense.
Wonder if that'll work.
Perhaps he won't expect it.
I don't think he's that dumb.
Yeah! We're gonna save Uni, and nobody's gonna stop us.
Sure thing.
Bevelle. It's been 10 years.
It's a long time.
Bevelle.
Alright, say the same thing.
I'm glad Yuna's okay and all, but what's with those fancy clothes?
Stupid!
It's called a wedding dress.
What?
That reaction is priceless.
What's going on?
The city of Bevelle is built on the water. There may be underwater fighting. You or Riku should study your magic, just in case.
No, I think I'm good.
Seymour is one of the dead now.
Yep.
Odd. Why does Maester Micah allow the unsent to walk free?
That's a good question. You notice that she asked either Titus or Riku to work on magic on the sphere grid. And you would think that someone like Waka, who already has a semi-decent magic stat, would be the one asked to. If you look at Riku's actually got less of a magic stat, and Titus has no magic stat. I could have got 6 more points than that, but I didn't. But yeah, she didn't say it to have Waka do it. I don't really know why. If you look on the sphere grid, Waka already has a couple of spells, and he's actually he's not all that close, but Riku's the only one who's really close to Lulu's path. Titus is way the frickin' hell over here. I guess they're trying to make you use the black magic spheres that we got earlier on in the game, and the more that we're about to get in the near future. But I don't know, maybe it's just because Erica's too stupid to use magic. Maybe that's the idea. But anyway, enough of that. We don't really need to do that. It's one of the reasons why I picked up all the extra items, like the Antarctic winds and the fish scales and the dragon scales and all that other stuff. It's there so that I have spells, even if I don't have anyone who can cast them.
Wetting my bridges, not while I am around. Those Yevon rockheads, I'll give them something to remember.
All right.
Meet your supper.
All right, we'll leave you alone. Once you're done talking to everybody...
We're being attacked from within.
How?
Some of the Guado that attacked home must have snuck on board.
Oh, well that
You're
sucks.
awfully calm about it.
I am calm about most things.
So you are.
Fiends, there's nothing to do but
destroy the ship and all go down together.
Oh, that was
You gotta learn a
great.
little restraint, Pops.
That was great.
If you crash the ship, we can't go rescue Uni. Leave the fiends to us professionals.
We even got a superhero pose.
Let's go!
Not quite as good as in Deadpool, but take what we can get, I guess.
Riku, you've made some very good friends, I think.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Alrighty then. So now we head out here. I don't think there's anything down here. Nope. But I'll go double check just in case. These are the enemies we could have run into before, if you're wondering about it. And from these guys, we can steal musks if you want to go out of your way to try and farm some musks. You need 48 for confuse proof, and even having them, it's not really necessary. So I wouldn't worry about it.
Allow me.
In, the first couple times you play the game, you may really think that you want to get confuse proof and it's like a requirement, but there are multiple ways around having to need confuse proof, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Not to mention this is the international version, and we're going to get the ribbon ability, which is much, much better.
Booyah!
I'll finish you off. Alright. Pretty straightforward, those guys. Not a whole lot to them. There are random enemies now, okay, so we don't have to do anything special there. But I think we have to go and check out the other groups of passengers. You can also run into the other enemies that we fought when we were in at home there.
Don't worry, we'll guard this area.
Sure thing, bud.
Be careful.
All right. All I've run into so
May I
far
help you?
are evil eyes. You can buy stuff now from them. It doesn't really
Thank
matter.
you. Your patronage is very much appreciated.
Oh, I thought we got an extra line of dialogue. That's the only reason I talked to him. What about you?
We'll leave the other compartments to you.
So you're going to guard the hallway, which means I got to go in here, I believe. Oh, hello.
It's too cramped to call Aeons here. I'll leave this fight to you. Show us your stuff.
Sure. Kind of an odd way of delivering that line. Okay, let's head in here. Okay, so there's nothing we have to do in here. Sure. That's fine. I don't think you get any items from talking to those guys, but... Okay. Yeah, there's no items before this point, but there are. There's 2 Al Bhed here. One of them does give you an item now. Take that. Ah, there we go. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. We'll go over here.
Huh. Now there's a rare sight.
Oh?
Whoa, that's huge!
Yeah, it is a little on the big side.
What is that?
The guardian worm, Evre.
Oh,
The great sacred beast, protector of Bevelle.
Oh, so we're gonna fight a giant thing.
The red carpet has teeth.
It's a good way of putting it.
Wait, that means we're close to Bevelle.
Yep.
Riku, you read me? We're gonna fight that thing.
Sounds like a
Get on
plan.
deck and show him what you got. Go!
That sounds like a bad
Here he
idea.
goes again.
The ferryman asks a high price.
I like that. There is one other scene here with
Open the hatch.
Rin.
We fight.
Evre is truly mighty. Be well prepared.
He's not wrong. The first time that you come through here, or your first playthrough, chances are you're going to have a little bit of issue with him. As long as you've got about 10 antidotes and softs, you should be good.
We gotta pay? If we lose, you'll die too, buddy.
I have faith in your victory.
Always the
Gee,
salesman.
thanks.
But yeah, once you've done that, then we can head back and hit the save point. But yeah, that's pretty much all for today. Next time we will take on Evre, and we'll go over my prep work for that, and then we'll go and take on the boss. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.